a family called the Pears family. They are the largest owners, private owners of commercial real estate in the UK.
I work for the Lakshmi Mittal family office, which is the CEO and founder of ArcelorMittal, the steel company. And we're a large family office investing all across the world. We look for other family offices which are already proficient in a certain sector to bring us along for the ride, or to co-invest.
It starts and it probably finishes with families have to work out how to do investments with other families.
So I was a petroleum landman, an independent petroleum landman for approximately 2 years, working under the projects of the Hunt Energy Corporation, which was the energy holding company for the Hunt family. In 1989, Mary and I decided that we wanted to create our own family office. We were blessed to have wealth, and we wanted to stay wealthy. So we went out and took $77 million of our money and bought 3 significant properties. And what we like buying properties have a lot of resource, a lot of reserves associated with them.
Today's panel is titled Toilets, Teddy Bears, and Terrorists. So Sharon Bush has discovered the power of the teddy bear in the world of philanthropy.
They had so much access to so much privilege, coming with their grandfather being vice president, and then, of course, 2 presidents in the family, or 2 presidential appointments. So we really, I dragged them to every soup kitchen. Whatever I was doing, they were helping me at a young age. And the teddy bears came about as a great way for them to understand philanthropy.
No, we're just a private person trying to do this.
So I would just encourage all of you, and the way that I do myself, to look at opportunities for sort of collective impact, where you could co-invest in philanthropic activities.
The foundation was started by the son of the co-founder of Johnson & Johnson, and so when he died in '73, he left $1 billion, which has grown to that 10 today. I've spent the last about 5-6 years building out the hedge fund portfolio.
I have a tremendous respect and admiration for my grandfather. At a time when few had access to Wall Street, Dean Witter sold stocks and bonds door to door and transformed the markets forever, bringing Main Street to Wall Street. But for me, I see the key to making a mark is really by carving my own path.
I'm very, very lucky to be here and to be invited. My own children's eyes, I am not successful because I don't have a family office. They always say to me, Dad, why don't you have a family office? And I've realized that it used to be the case that people thought the highest calling of mankind was to, grow up to be president of the United States. Now it's to have a family office. Everybody wants a family office. I don't know anybody that doesn't want a family office. I need to get a family office. So when I'm done today, I'm going to talk to somebody about how I can get a family office.
As a father, I always thought, lead by example. There was a point where the top of the boom, I thought, I could just cash out and call it a day and go to, and then I looked at the 4 kids and I thought, no, I can't do that.
Governance is probably the most important thing for us.
The feeling was, certainly from the second generation, it was on an as need to know basis, and we didn't need to know anything. Our governance documents are like the Constitution.
Every investment has an impact. I sort of inherited control over my investment portfolio when I was 21. It's not good enough that it just has a great financial return. That's not good enough. It needs to also add some value back to society in a way that we can measure, in a way that we could turn to our children and our grandchildren and say, isn't that really cool? Aren't you proud that we were part of building that company?
We love to build very big, exciting, scalable businesses, and we also like to make sure that it makes a difference.
We started our social impact when I took over the family business in 2001, and my children were young. So my oldest, who's now 30, who's in the family business, in the investment group, was like 15. And we brought our kids into this social impact, doing good for society at a very young age.
With great wealth comes great responsibility.
You have to listen, you have to communicate with people.
I was lucky enough to be born into a situation where that family office structure existed. I was 5th gen. I have the privilege of serving on the board of one and on the investment committee. And this is a 74-year-old institution called Rockefeller Brothers Fund. It's become very good at what it does. And so, of course, I think what can what impact can I have on this large and storied institution?
I speak in different conferences, but nothing especially like this. This is a very unique gathering. I just came from 40-hour flight, so still the jet lag, and I just came just for today, And I'm very pleased. I met very interesting people.
Thank you all for being such a great audience. I had a fabulous time tonight. I would like to give a big, big thank you to the 1640 Society. Woo! Thank you guys for inviting me here tonight. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Oh, and clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Oh, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Yeah, clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Clap along, clap along. Thank you all so much.